Hey you, yes you, listening right now. I want you to stop everything you're doing and answer this. What is the obstacle you're facing today? That wall you've been hitting your head against? That failure that haunts your dreams? That rejection that still burns in your chest? That problem that feels impossible to overcome? Pause, feel it, name it. Now write it down and tell me in the comments, what is the obstacle standing before you? Because here's the truth you're not used to hearing. Your biggest problem is actually your biggest chance. And that's not just some motivational fluff or empty encouragement. That is the hard, unshakable, tested truth carved out by centuries of wisdom. This is the soul of the philosophy Ryan Holiday pours into the book, The Obstacle is the Way, the raw, timeless, liberating power of Stoicism. Let me show you what that really means. Most of us have been taught to see problems as barriers. We hit an obstacle and immediately think, why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? We see the closed door and never think to check if we're strong enough to break it down, climb over it, or maybe find another way entirely. But the Stoics? They didn't see obstacles like you do. To them, obstacles weren't curses. They weren't punishments. They were the path itself. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, once wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Do you hear that? What stands in the way becomes the way. Imagine a raging river crashing against a boulder. The weak water panics, gets blocked, turns back. But the persistent water, it flows around, under, over, or slowly, over time, wears the stone down to nothing. That's you. That's your problem. That's your chance. Let me ask you this, and I want you to comment below if you've ever felt this. Have you ever been so crushed by failure that you almost gave up, only to look back later and realize that failure was exactly what shaped you? Have you ever been rejected, only to realize it pushed you towards something better, something you never would have discovered on your own? Have you ever hit rock bottom and somehow found your real strength buried there? If you felt that, tell me. Because that is the philosophy alive inside you, whether you knew it or not. That is the ancient Stoic code waiting for you to claim it. But how do you live it? First, you must burn away the lie that says life should be smooth, that success is supposed to come without struggle, that obstacles are signs you're on the wrong path. No. Obstacles are the path. They are your proving ground, your teacher, your forge. The story of every great life and every hero, every innovator, every survivor is not the story of someone who never faced setbacks. It's the story of someone who turned every setback into a step forward. Think of Thomas Edison. Thousands of failed experiments, thousands, before he invented the light bulb. He didn't see those failures as wasted time. He saw them as data, as refinement, as fuel. Think of Nelson Mandela, locked away for decades, emerging not bitter, but forged into a leader strong enough to unite a nation. Think of the Santos Dumont, Brazilian inventor of the airplane, mocked and dismissed, crashing again and again before taking flight. Their obstacles weren't detours, they were the way. So how do you turn your own obstacles into power? You start with perception. You choose how you see the problem. You strip away emotion, strip away panic, strip away ego, and look at it plainly. What is really in my way, and how can it serve me? A closed door can become a test of persistence. A rejection can sharpen your focus. A failure can expose what you missed. You follow with action. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop waiting for guarantees. You start where you are, with what you have, and you push. Even the smallest push, even 1 inch forward, because every action chips away at the wall. Every attempt teaches you something. Every move forward turns the obstacle from something that stops you into something you learn from, lean on, and ultimately conquer. And then comes the hardest part, will. You do not control the world. You do not control every outcome, but you control your own endurance, your own discipline, your own refusal to break. You stand steady, like a rock battered by the storm, unshaken. You hold the line when everything says you should quit. You endure. Let me ask you again, because I want you to pause and comment. What is the obstacle you're facing right now? What nonsense, what fear, what false belief are you going to stop caring about today? Write it down, say it out loud, share it below. Because the moment you name it, the moment you stare it in the face, you've already begun to reclaim your power. This isn't just philosophy, it's practice. It's lifting weights when you feel weak. It's showing up to work when you feel overlooked. It's calling the next client after the last one rejected you. It's loving again after heartbreak. It is rebuilding after collapse. It's moving, pushing, pressing, when everything in you wants to run. Every great legacy is built on this. Every great transformation begins here. When you look back on your life, will you say, I gave up when it got hard? Or will you say, that was the moment I became who I was meant to be? Ryan Holiday in book, The Obstacle is the Way, doesn't offer you empty hope. He offers you a map, one drawn by emperors, generals, philosophers, survivors. A map that says, your hardship is your gift. Your problem is your power. Your obstacle is your way. You are not here to be sheltered from difficulty. You are here to be sharpened by it. You are here to meet the fire and walk through it, forged, not destroyed. You are here to stand at the edge of the impossible and step forward anyway. So I'll leave you with this. Whatever stands before you now, look at it again, not with fear, not with defeat, but with the calm, steady eyes of someone who knows this is the path, this is the test, this is the way forward. Let the obstacle shape you. Let it refine you. Let it become the very reason you rise. And when you rise not timidly, not cautiously, but boldly, powerfully, fully alive. Now tell me, what are you done fearing? What are you done avoiding? What are you ready to conquer starting today? Leave it in the comments. Let the world know. Let yourself know. Because your biggest problem has been your biggest chance all along. The obstacle is the way, and you were made for this fight. And now, if this woke something up inside you, if it reminded you of who you are and what you're truly capable of, then don't keep it to yourself. There's someone out there right now still living in silence, still drowning in excuses, still waiting for permission to rise. Share this with them. Be the reason they wake up too. And if you're tired of surface level thinking, tired of the noise, the excuses, the sleepwalking through life, then take your seat. This isn't just a channel, it's a circle around the fire. A place for those who are done being average and ready to rise. Here we don't just talk about growth, we burn for it. So take your seat at the fire, subscribe, not just to content but to the mindset, the mission, the movement. Let them scroll, let them sleep. You build empires.